The following is a class on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, Chapter 7, text number 80 to 95, given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on 10th February 1967 in San Francisco.
Mane atachinti nividilam guru charana. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing his practical experience about chanting Hare Krishna. When he saw himself that I am getting almost like a madman, so he again approached his spiritual master and submitted, my dear sir, I do not know what kind of chanting you have asked me, because he is presenting always as a fool. He presenting that he could not perceive, he could not understand what is happening. But he submitted that these are the symptoms I have developed. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh, sometimes I dance. These are some of the symptoms. So I think I have become mad. Kiba mantra dila gosai kiba tar bhos, jopite mantra korila pada. I do not know what sort of mantra you have given me, but it appears that I have become almost like a madman. Asai nachai mare korai krundan, atasuni guru mare bari. This chanting makes me obliged to laugh and dance and sing. So when my spiritual master heard me, he replied as follows. Krishna Mahamante Reita Sabhav Jai Japi Tar Krishna Upajaya Bhav. Now, the spiritual master is explaining, yes, this is the right result of chanting Hare Krishna. Unless you come to this emotional stage, transcendental emotional stage, you should know that you have not come to the perfectional stage of chanting. So I am very glad to see that you have chanted very nicely and you have developed the desired result. Krishna Vishaya Prama Param Purushartha. Because this emotion means that you are developing love of Krishna. And that is equal. Not that simply by official chanting you remain where you are. You should develop this laughing, crying and dancing is due to emotion of love of God. So this is not bad. He, I am informed, the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jarage tinatulla chari purushartha. Now, the symptoms which you have developed is transcendental and above all other four perfectional stage. What are the four perfectional stage? In the material world, there are supposed to be four perfectional stage of human life. What is that? First perfectional stage is that when one becomes very expert in following the religious principles. That is also another perfectional stage or common man. You have got your principles of religions, say either Hindu or Muslim or Christian or Jew, you have got your own Bible or Testament or Quran or Vedas. There are rules and regulations, rituals, everything. So one who follows those rules and regulations, they are called religionists. And what is the effect of becoming religionist? The effect is that you can live very peacefully without any material want. Simply by following the rules and regulation of your scripture. It doesn't matter and which religion you belong to. But if you follow the rules and regulation, then your life will be peaceful and there will be no material world. That is not, of course, peaceful. You cannot expect any peace in this material world because the major problem is birth, death, old age, and disease. So you cannot check this. But somehow or other, your life will be peaceful and more than those I would say upstarts who do not follow any rules and regulation. You will be in better position, far better position than them. So this is one perfection, to become a man of religiosity. Then, if you become a man of religiosity, then your economic wants will be almost nil. Dharma, artha, and kama. And if your economic wants are fulfilled, then you can fulfill your sense enjoyment very nicely. We want economic development. Why? Because we want ordinary man who is in the material world. He wants to fulfill his sense. He has got so many demands of his senses, either in this world or in the other world. Suppose a man is trying by following the religious principle to go to other planets. What is the purpose of going to other planets, heavenly planets? It is for having a better facility for sense enjoyment. Just like according to Hindu conception, the heavenly planet Indralok, it is said there are very beautiful women and very beautiful garden, and they can drink somaras and enjoy life for 10,000s of years. And there, one day is equal to 6 months of this planet. So, opulence, life, enjoyment, far, far greater than this. Therefore, they want to go to the heavenly planet. Similarly, these are facts. These are not, I mean to say, stories or fiction. These are facts. Similarly, in the Quran also, there is such injunction that if one follows the principles of Quran, in the next life they will go to Hur, the land of the Hur, the same beautiful woman, because we have got this material idea, sense gratification, and the last word in the sense gratification is sex life. That's all. So if we think that going to that place, I will have free sex life and the beautiful man, beautiful woman, and nice drinking, nice eating. So materialists, they think this is perfection of life. This is perfection of life. So dharma, artha, kama, and the last stage is salvation, salvationist. What are these salvationists? When a person becomes frustrated by becoming a man of religiosity, a rich man of economic development and satisfaction of sense gratification, when one has seen that all these things has not given him any peace of mind, then he wants to become out of this scene and become one with the Supreme. This is called salvationist. So somebody is thinking Bhad, somebody is thinking impersonal Brahma. So the last stage is to become extinguished in the void and impersonalism. That is called salvation. Salvation from this material entanglement. So general people, they have got these four kinds of ideas. Religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and at last monism, become one with the Supreme. That's all. In Bengal, there is a proverb, the Mullah Daur Masjid. Mullah Daur, among the Mohammedans, the priest is called Mullah. So Mullah is going very hurriedly And a person is asking, so all these activities are up to the last stage that to become one. Therefore, 99.9% they will talk of void and impersonalism. They have no idea. The Krishna, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that these emotion by chanting Hare Krishna, developing love of God, is far, far beyond these four principles of perfection. Above the idea of becoming one with the Supreme. Pancham Purushartha Prem Premananda Mrita Sindhu Brahmadi Ananda Jar Nohe Agvindu. This Pancham Purusha, this is fifth dimension. One, religiosity, and two, economic development, and three, sense gratification, and four, to become one with the Supreme. So, above these four, this is fifth. This is the fifth stage of perfection. What is that? Developing love of Godhead and getting emotion out of that. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, these emotional states is so transcendental and so elevated that there is no comparison with the other four principles. The perfection of the other four principles is enjoyed to become one with Brahma. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, this Brahmananda is just like a drop in comparison with the ocean. This emotion of transcendental love is compared with the ocean. And this Brahmananda, to become one with the Supreme, is just like a drop out of that ocean. So there cannot be comparison. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that there is no comparison. Brahmadi Ananda Jar Nahe Agvinda. Krishna Namer Phal Prima Sarva Shastra called. Krishna Namer, if you chant Hare Krishna, then the result is that you develop full fledged love of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagya Shai Prima Tamar Kuriga Uda. So I am very glad, Chaitanya, that you have developed that symptoms by chanting. So it is very good and it is very nice. You are very fortunate. Preman Swabhave Kare Chitta Tanuk Ho. When one becomes just like a man in love in this material world also, he sometimes becomes just like madman. So similarly, material manifestation is simply perverted reflection of the real love. Here there is no love. It is simply a reflection. Because the spirit soul is originally in love with the Supreme. So he is trying to express his loving sentiments or like symptoms. But because it is not on the platform of the Supreme, therefore materially they are manifested sometimes, but it breaks. It breaks. It does not exist. So, similarly, as in the ordinary love affairs, there are so many emotions. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, this is the nature of love. Nature of love. Primar sabhav kare chitta tonu kho. Ho means there is some agitation within the mind of the body. There are so many symptoms. Krishna charana prapti upajaya lo. And the more you increase the symptoms and this emotion, the more you will be anxious to be a sincere lover of God or Krishna. Primar sabhave bhakto hase kandega. This is the nature of loving emotion of a devotee, that he sometimes laughs, sometimes dances, sometimes cries. And sometimes he dances like a madman and goes this side and that side. So these symptoms are good symptoms. Sheda kampa roman chasu gadagada bhaivanna unumad vishad dhaijya garbha harsha daina. Now these are some of the stages I explained, and each item is very important. Say, when actually one comes to the perfectional stage of emotion, there is perspiration, perspiration from the body. Sheda, kampa, there is shaking of the body, like this. Yes, shaking of the body. Romancha, the hair stands on the horse. Romancha. Gadgada, he fails to speak. He cannot express his words exactly. Vaivarna, there is sometimes paleness of the body. Unaman, just like a madman. Bishad, he becomes morose, very sorry. Bishad, Dhairya, and calm and quiet. Then Garbha, he becomes pride something, just like a chivalrous man, pride, proud, harsha, ecstasy, and daina, and humbleness. So these are the symptoms of perfection. Sometimes they imitate. The imitation is no good. It will come. When you are in perfectional state, these symptoms will automatically come. এইভাবে প্রেমা ভক্তগণের নাচায় কৃষ্ণের আনন্দামৃত সাগরে ভাষায়. All these symptoms means that he is floating in the transcendental ocean of joy of loving Krishna. That is the actual experience of love. Just like you love somebody, when he comes, meets you, embraces you, you have got a particular emotion. Similarly, these emotions means that you are in the perfectional stage of chanting Hare Krishna. ভালো হইলা পাইলে তুমি পরম পুরুষার্থ তোমার প্রেমেতে আমি হইলাম কৃতার্থ. So his spiritual master said, so it is very nice, my dear Chaitanya, you have developed all these symptoms. So I am also obliged to you because I initiated you. Now you are so perfectional stage, in a perfectional stage. So I am thinking myself also proud that I have got a disciple like you, or you have been benefited by me. So his spiritual master said like that. Nacho gao bhakta sange karo sankirtan Krishna nam upadeshi taro sarvajan. Now here is another order. The first order is that you chant. And when the disciple is in the perfectional stage, the spiritual master orders that, yes, continue this chanting. Nacho gao bhakta sang, karo sang. Nacho gao bhakta sang. Here is a particular word that you chant and sing and dance in the societies of devotees, not otherwise. Bhakta sang, this particular word is there. Because otherwise you will not feel quite comfortable. Abhakta means those who are not devotees, they cannot participate with this chanting or dancing. Therefore, it is particularly mentioned that bhakta sangha, you chant and dance in the society of devotees. Nacho gao bhakta sangha karo sankirtan, and yourself enjoy this chanting and dancing, and at the same time, Krishna nam upadeshi taro sadbhajan. At the same time, preach the Krishna consciousness philosophy, so that others may also be delivered. Don't be satisfied that you have attained the perfectional stage, so your business is end. No, you have to distribute this sense of Krishna consciousness to the world, so that others may take also advantage. Krishna nam upadeshi. Upadeshi meaning instruct. Krishna nam. about Krishna and Krishna's name, Krishna's fame, Krishna's entourage, Krishna's glories, Krishna's form. There are so many things about Krishna. The Krishna science is Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam principally, and there are many other supplementary books of knowledge about Krishna. So this is also another duty of this line, Krishna consciousness. And there is another uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Bharat Bhumiti Manusya Janma Haila Ja. Anyone, he is ordering all Indians, Bharat Bhumi, all Indians. He does not say the Hindus or the Bengalis or the Punjabis. No. He says particularly any person who has taken his birth in this land of Bharatvarsha, Janma Sarthak Kari, you just perfect your life. Just perfect your life and karo paropaka and distribute this knowledge for benefit of all other people. So that this injunction is received, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that first of all, make your life perfect. Don't try to preach without becoming yourself perfect. The nonsense thing is going on in this world that so-called preachers, they have not perfected their life, but they have become preachers. They have not already perfected their life and they have become preachers. Therefore, they are bringing so many nonsense things and misleading persons, Vedantis and Vedanta society, yogis, these or that, but they are not themselves perfect. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that before becoming preacher, before endeavoring yourself to do good to others, you just perfect yourself. Physician, heal thyself. Physician, you are yourself diseased. How you can become a physician? People will at once will be distracted. Oh, this doctor, this medical man, he is suffering from fever and is treating my fever. So there will be no, effect. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, or his spiritual master says, that Krishna Nam Upadeshi Taro Sadbhajan. First of all, you have perfected yourself. By chanting Hare Krishna, you have come to the perfectional state. Now you have got the symptoms of emotion. Now you can preach Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes. Atbali ek shlok sikhailam Hare, Bhagavater Sare Bale Bari Bari. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that my spiritual master, after instructing me in this way, he has taught me one very nice verse from the Srimad Bhagavad. What is that? Evang Bratasa Priyanama Kirta Jatanurage Dritachitta Uchai Hasat Tathuro Ditiroti Gayan Gayati Unamadavat Nirtatilokavayam. When becomes actually devoted to Krishna consciousness and takes pleasure by chanting his object of love, Dhutachitta Uche, his mind becomes perturbed by such chanting. And then hasati means he laughs. Atho roditi, sometimes cries. Rodati and roti. And by seeing him, others also cry. Roti, gayati, and chants very loudly. Unamadava, nittati, and dances like a madman. Nittati, lukavahya, and he doesn't care that somebody is looking up on me just like I am madman. He doesn't care for her. This is the perfectional state of chanting. এই তার বাক্যে আমি দৃঢ় বিশ্বাস ধরি Nirantar Krishna Nam Sankirtan Kari. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu concludes, because you might always remember that he is speaking to Prakashananda Saraswati. So he says that with full faith, in the words of my spiritual master, I chant this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and I have no other business. Nirantar Kari. Because he raised the question of Vedanta, studying Vedanta. See, he is answering. This is my position. I am just following the instruction of my spiritual master. In the beginning, he taught me like this, he instructed me like this, then I followed, I have developed these symptoms, then again I approached my spiritual master, he confirmed the same thing. Therefore, my business is to follow his instruction, and therefore I am always chanting and dancing. Thank you very much.